So what's up, everybody? It's me. Nope, it's Trust a Screamer. That's right. We are still in the 500 sub celebration, so we are still in the promise of reviews by that name. And we are looking at another G.I. Joe review, classified series review, and we have got the Dreadnok torch. I have looked over Buzzer, not one of my favorite figures out there, we all know, and we have looked over Ripper, a figure I liked a lot better. So now let's take a look at the third of the three chumps here, because we haven't gotten Monkey Wrench out yet. So these are the three main guys, of course, aside from Zartan, of course. And I mean, I'm liking everything I'm seeing already. Don't get me wrong. Nice art on the side, because it's fantastic art. And really cool stage photoing on the back. So, alright. Enough about the box. QR code to nowhere. Let's get this guy open. And here we have Torch out of the package. This is a very mixed bag for me. There is some things I absolutely love about this figure, and then there are some dumb things that bring it down. And the problem is the things I love about the figure actuate the disappointing things. It's weird, I know, I'm weird, that's who I am. Deal with it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, we're here for some fun times. I love his design. I mean, of course, it's right out of the show, and they did a very good job of translating it. They did a very good job with the details, from the flame on the back pockets to the spikes on the painted spikes on his jacket, the threaded chains on here, the zippers. I mean, these are all painted beautifully. The spikes on his choker, painted beautifully. The skull neck, you know, this is making Stone Cold Steve Austin look like a wuss, almost, because it's Stone Cold. The spikes on his arm collar, on his little armrest, great. The silver buckles on his belt, with no useless needed belt on here, by the way. I want to mention that's great. I hope to see this piece again. It looks awesome. And then I got these chains on his wrist that are the most boring, bland plastic ever. It's like, come on. You put this color in here. Couldn't we dip these guys in some paint as well? These are just so bland compared to the rest of this, and that's like that repeats itself a couple times. I'm a very big fan of these thigh holsters. These are well done. I've been wanting left and right holsters for quite some time, so we get those. I like the knee-high boots, which are really good. This guy's really stiff out of the package. I want to point that out. I did have to hit him with a hairdryer. So, like, top knee is good. Lower knee I gotta fight on. But, oh well. I love, again, these motorcycle boots, these waders, whatever. They look really good. Or like how the design works very well. I wouldn't have minded some painting on the buckle on the boots, though. Because, hey, we painted this soft plastic. Why can't I have painted this soft plastic? It's just like, you worked weeks on the assignment, and it's the day before, and we only got that last 5%, and you just half-ass it. The buckles on the legs here, I would have loved those painted as well. Because, again, you took the time to do it here, do it here. If you hadn't have done it here, I wouldn't be noticing about it here. If that makes sense. His head sculpt, really good. He looks like he is about to either talk about playing cards or the King of Kings. If you know, you know. His portrait's really good. He's on that click body torso, which is great with this vest, so it doesn't ruin any of the immersion. I'm happy with that. Seriously, it's one of the few times, I don't need to worry about that ball and socket joint. It works well, because, again, this vest blocks it. Accessories! We got his flamethrower tank. Nox rule. That's awesome. A little bit of kill stickers on here. That's really cool. We also get the little hose for the flamethrower as well. That just goes on to here. Then we get the actual flamethrower in this drab, boring plastic. I mean, I would have taken this in black. The black with the skull on here, it would have at least contrasted really well. No, this is just the crap gray, which then just makes the skull look even more drab, even though it's got fire freaking shooting out of it. You know, it's a shame because that this thing's like all molded and glued on. If I knew how to disassemble this, I would paint this guy outright. We can take the... I think, yeah, you can actually take the flamethrower and then hang it on the back of the backpack, which is really cool. Of course, we'll go ahead and put that hose on there. And that'll just plug right into his back. And it looks good. Then we also get 2 pistols. Also in that drab gray plastic. They do have holes for effects. They are the exact same pistol, which is good for continuity, and they go right in his holsters. Again, I would have taken black plastic. This, though, it just looks so meh, boring. You know, great sound effect on there, but... And I will say with the backpack, he is a little back heavy. Then we also, though, get 3 very cool effects. We get a short flame, we get a long flame, and then we get a either just finish torching things or things are about to get interesting. The only thing I have with this, by the way, is I would have liked these to be plug-in. I don't know, are they plug-in? Can I remove them? No, they're glued and they're good. They're probably a single piece of plastic poked through them and the skull going through it. But I would have liked to have that just so I could have an idle look to it when he's not, you know, burning things. So, I mean, it's a good effect, don't get me wrong. But I almost would have preferred it the other way just because, again, just to keep the storyline of when he's not burning things, I could have then had a more neutral look to it. That seems to be getting a little tricky. Let me do a quick edit and get this guy kind of looking cool. Welcome back! That was more difficult than I wanted it to be. And... oh boy. More mixed bag things. Okay, on surface this guy's good. But once you start getting to the nitty gritty on things, yeah, you can start nitpicking this guy. That torso is really, really jiggly on there. I mean, I set him up here, you can see. He jiggles. He got the jiggles on there. So, remember I always like to say, loose versus tight, and we got that's loose on there. Which, of course, makes things funny, because he's got so many other parts of him that are tight. Initially, again, this looks okay. But when I was trying to get him like this, this wrist right here, you know, I usually prefer those vertical wrists for trigger hands. This one, it needs the in and out, especially for a two-handed stance. I mean, this one, I could pull it off by having it, by angling it, the arm and all, but to have him reach and hold the flamethrower like this really needed to have been an in and out hinge. Again, as you see it here, it's fine. You walking behind the shelf, it's gonna be okay. So this is not like horrid, oh my gosh, cats and dogs living together, etc., etc., end of the world, dear Lord, the toy apocalypse is upon us. But it's a little bit of a letdown, I'll be honest. Again, because he's got so much awesomeness going to it. It's like, he's better than Buzzer. I'm gonna say that. Right now, if I had all three, sorry, a little top heavy from that flame. And again, jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. I'm gonna take out this effect and put the more. Huh? That's kind of cool. It caught the light pretty nice in there. I like that. don't know if you can see it from you guys, but from my cameras here, that actually catches the light really nice, so it gives a very good look to it. But where I was going on, I got this lovely ADD here. If I was to take all 3 Dreadnoks here, as of right now, Ripper, who's while not perfect figure, is I'll go Ripper, then Torch, then Buzzer, just for how things are going right now. And that's, I mean, listen, if you're going to get the proper Dreadnok display, you're going to need him, alright? Again, he's not the worst of them all. Again, I love how his glasses are on there. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. But this is not the best of the Joes that we've gotten to date. This guy might go on my disappointment list, actually, which is a shame, because overall, his cosmetics are pretty good, and he has a lot of the things that I like. We got our primary weapon, he's got secondary weapons, which are good. He can hold all his gear on him, you know, whether you've got, you know, obviously not the effects, but he's got his gear on him, which is good. And of course, he helps complete the team. So, I got mine off of Amazon. I don't know if Helidope Toys has got a shipment of these guys in yet. I do recommend going from them, of course, as I always do. And let me know your thoughts down below. Did you guys pick him up? Did you guys kind of hit the same conclusions I have? I mean, he suits the needs, but it's like, you know, this should have been the best of the 3. If it just had a little more love. If it just had a little more quality control. If it just didn't have to deal with a nitpicking geek like me, this would be a great figure. But let me know down below your thoughts. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, because we know you care, and most of all, as always, until next time, take care. Peace.